So in Photoshop, I kind of made this little board here. This is what I would consider to be my mood board right now, and um, it's just all of my assets that I've gathered so far. I went through them all, and I just kind of made quick cutouts. I didn't spend a lot of time on these cutouts. Um, I just kind of you know just went through, and sometimes if they were easy, I would do kind of a, you can say I didn't even get that part of the trunk there. I just did quick selections um, and grab them and put them into the image here. And you can see the snake here, the serpent. I didn't really bother with getting it cut out nicely. Um, this is just, I just brought the whole doorway and I didn't even cut it out at all. And up here, this one's not cut out really. Sorry, I'm zooming the wrong. This isn't really cut out, but it's this nice kind of. It's not really an axe, but it's some sort of icon. Got a lotus, got some flowers, got a dumpling, a bowl, and they all came in actually much larger, but I just brought them in, and now I kind of have like a setup of some of the ideas that I want to make. So this is my original image. And then all the different pieces that I think I'll make. Now these here, I'm going to grab my text tool. This right here, it's laying way down here. Type in. I'm gonna take photographs of these. Um, and and I think that I was actually looking at this, and I think I had also I had this part here. I was going to make this the. Let me kill my computer here. This was going to be painted. Okay, something like that. And so these are actually going to be. Here's some shapes. I'm just going to pull out a rectangular shape. I'll make my fill. None, and my stroke I'll do red. Let's drag over a box over that. 20 pixels is a little bit big, wouldn't you agree? Let's make that somewhere about like that, right? And this one here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do this is going to be painted, right? So I can keep track of what the heck's going on there. Just get these kind of maneuvered a little bit so they're not touching, right? So this is what I was thinking of painting. This is what I was actually going to take photos of. These here, these are actually images that I gathered from the internet. This image here, I'm actually thinking could work as a actually build around this, something maybe along the lines, get real close, have this maybe be the sides of a chair right here, and then have him maybe fill this section, maybe try to turn this into a red color rather than green, or maybe keep some of the green and some of the red, and play around with it. There's the gold door. I might pull some of the gold door out and use that, but I have a feeling that I'll actually cover this section, or maybe have the head fit right in there. And it's a convenient looking image, so it works well. I'm actually, now that I'm working with this, I feel like I could possibly actually paint the whole body. So now I'm looking at the whole thing, I might actually do something like this. And this is just what I've been doing, is selecting out like the whole section, just kind of grab the body like that. Not even carefully, just like that. Just kind of do Command J or layer new via copy, right? Command J. and then just move that over and just take that, put that right here, and then I did a transform and just put that in my painting area. And instead of doing just the head, maybe what I'll do is I'll do the whole body, right? And I'm going to call this paint body. Maybe even take this head out. So that, now I'm thinking actually I'm going to paint the whole body, the belly and everything. I think that looks just like a sphere, don't you think? I think I could do that pretty well. I might take a photograph, we'll see. Might use this elephant head, but then smooth it out, kind of get more of a painterly look on it. You can see the head is kind of humanish. I like these two elephant heads because I feel like I can maybe build up this character with these. If I flip that over, I might be able to get like the double and triple heads. I'll have to make these ears a lot smaller. Notice that his ears are really small comparatively to actual elephants, so I might need to do something with the head here and play around with that. So it's selecting it, and cutting it out, and moving it and stuff. So this is my mood board. This is what I'm hoping that you guys will turn in. This will be, I'll save this out as a JPEG. It's a pretty large image. You can see that the size of this. Let me actually open one of these. Let me grab the Ganesh. Let's do this one instead. To get the size proper, this might actually be kind of a small image, but let's take a look at it. Like, let's go to image and go to image size and just take a look real quickly. You can see its width is 600 and its height is 758, 85. I think the other one was like 1,000 by 600 or something like that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to select this image and then I'm just going to expand it, right? Like, I'm going to make this larger. So I'm going to cancel this and I'm going to go to image canvas size. And now I'm going to go to pixels. And if you click on this little arrow right here, it'll expand from that to that side like that. And what I'll do, notice it's gonna do extension color. It can do background, which is black, and that's why I have a black. If you want to do some other color, you can play around with that. But I'm just going to keep the black. I like the black. And let's triple that. Let's do 600, 1200, 1800. You're not this is a work surface. You might even want to come back and add a little bit more. If you don't have enough room, you can come back and do this again. What the heck, let's give it a little more height too, just because 785 is a little bit small. Let's do 1,000. Okay, and so now you got a lot of room in here. It's kind of a, I can't move that because it's background layer, but and so now if I want to grab something, I can go to my elephant, and like I said, I did this with, sometimes I was doing like a quick select, I was just doing quick select, or sometimes I was doing just whatever made sense. I might grab the lasso tool and just quickly cut around, and I'm not going to be too careful about it. I'm just, maybe I don't want that kind of gray. It's nice to not have too much around it, because it might just makes it a little bit cleaner. So, a little bit of effort cutting them out, but, don't get too caught up with it. This image is pretty easy to use the quick select tool. Some of them it was a little bit harder and I didn't even bother. Like that mirror, it's like there's so much stuff on that thing. I didn't even bother with that. And the other one I have, they're actually both in the same selection. It's kind of a problem. So, just make that selection there. I'm just going to click on it, drag up to my image. Remember doing this, and then it shows, and I'm going to drag back down. I'm going to let go. I did free transformation and just kind of made that a little bit smaller, and just started doing that. Like grabbing another image and Maybe we'll take this one, right? I just put this up into the did like a quick elliptical marquee on there. Remember when you use elliptical marquees, you can hold shift, will make it a perfect circle, and then remember that the space bar, if you hold the space bar down, it repositions. As long as you don't let go of everything, I can reposition this and get this thing perfectly around that. Good enough. Click there, let go, do Command T, size it, right? I would suggest that you do name things, so call it elephant. I spelled that wrong. Mandala. Okay. And the idea here is just to organize yourself and just really start to think about what's the process? What do you get? Where would I use this? Like I'm seeing all this gold behind the head here, right? So if I move this elephant above the mandala, right? If I actually make the mandala a little bit bigger, just like the image, right? It starts to kind of make sense, right? And you can see how, oh, okay, you can see how maybe that might work, right? And then, and right now I'm not actually building it, but that's how I'm thinking. I'm thinking that that's how that would work in there. So, I'm not actually building yet, but I'm just kind of putting all my images into one space so I could start to see them. And now once I have them, oh, there it is. Lost the image. Now that I have them all here, I can kind of start to make my decisions, right? So I'm organizing my thoughts and I'm ready to move forward. So this is what I'm hoping you'll make, and I'm going to end it here. And yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys do. So be ambitious, be courageous, and pick something awesome and really make something cool. All right, I'll see you guys.